thank you so much for being here.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Sutton, you know, we were almost Broadway stars together.
Really?
Not really. But you know what happened? I got an audition for Young Frankenstein. And you were actually amazing. You were in that
I was
play.
in the Broadway production,
yeah,
yes.
I was not. But I auditioned. It's the worst audition I've ever had in my lifetime. It was so embarrassing. I went to Susan Stroman.
Yes, the director, choreographer.
Amazing. Yes. The audition was at her apartment.
Oh.
In the city. I think it was around this time. It was in November, November, and it was cold out. And I went in to her, and I was ready, and it's Young Frankenstein. So I go, I'm going to sing. She wants me to sing for her. So I go, I'll sing Putting on the Ritz. If you're blue, and
yep.
I go, yeah. So I go, yeah, I got this. So I go in, I go, hey, nice to meet you. I go, yeah. So I'll do Putting on the. She goes, Putting on the Ritz. Everyone knows that one. I want you to do this new song.
Oh no.
And yeah, she goes, here's a pianist here. He'll walk you through it, and you learn it. And I'll give you like 10 minutes to learn it, and then I'll come listen to you. And I go, oh, this is a nightmare. No, it was the worst thing. So I'm looking at it, I go, okay. And I'm looking at the song, and I'm like, all right. And I'm trying to learn it, and I'm like, I can't believe it's not Put It on the Ritz. And I'm like, all right.
Oh, no.
And so she comes back and she goes, let's try it. And I was like, okay, 1, 2, 3. I go, lightning, frightening, lightning. Oh, sorry, let me do it one more. Dude, it was the worst. And I started to flop sweat. And I remember walking home, and steam was coming off me. That's how embarrassed I was. It was that embarrassed. It was the worst.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it was fine. It turns out the show was great, and obviously I wasn't the right part for that, but wow.
Yeah.
It was, I mean, I haven't heard from Susan since.
No.
I mean, she's
That's
local.
a nightmare. Auditions are the worst.
Have you had a bad audition? Oh my God. Never mind. Oh my God. You're Sutton Foster. Well, of course. Of course you wouldn't have a bad audition. You're Sutton Foster. What am I talking about?
Oh, that was, yeah, well.
Can we talk about Music Man?
Sure, yes.
You haven't done a musical in 8 years, and then you go, this is the one you want to come back to? I mean, this is a big role.
It was, you know, there was something very exciting about doing a classic musical starring opposite Hugh Jackman, which was really, really exciting. And when we were originally supposed to do it, which was like 3 years ago, pre all of the COVID stuff.
That's right.
I'm a mom now, so I have a 5-year-old daughter. She's just started kindergarten.
Oh, it's a big deal.
Yeah, she's awesome. She's the best. And so I was like really excited to come back to Broadway and to be a mom. And there was something very exciting about doing a show like this, because I thought, oh, this is a show she could come see.
Yeah.
And so she's seen it now like 5 times, and you know, she has lots of thoughts.
That's so cute. And how great is Hugh Jackman? Could he not be more of a gentleman?
He's pretty fantastic. I couldn't ask for a better leading man.
Yeah.
He's pretty awesome.
I know that I've heard that backstage when you're doing these types of things, I know you FaceTime your daughter.
Yeah. So every show before that half hour, 30 minutes before the show, I FaceTime Emily, and I have a whole stack of books, because the hardest part is that my schedule is opposite of hers. So when I know it's hard, I don't get to do all the nights and everything, but I do read, I read her books from my dressing room, and she gets to like watch me get ready for the show and listens to the the overture and
also
everything.
You crochet a lot.
I do. I'm a crocheter. I crochet in the I wrote a book about it.
Yes. Oh, I'm so prepared. This is your book, Hooked. I mean, but that's a great way to pass the time if you're going...
It is. So when I'm not on stage, I'm usually crocheting or making things, or, you know, it's a pretty... In fact, I actually made you something.
I was really... No, you did not. I was actually going to ask her. I go, oh, you know, I'll do it next time. You made me something?
So it's a...
My God, I know exactly what it is.
But it's handy because it's also a toilet paper.
Yeah, it's a good... You are the greatest, Sutton Foster.
Toilet paper can be fun.
I cannot believe... You are the best for doing this. I love that you did this. Thank you so much for that. I was going to ask you, but I didn't want to impose.
It was made in the dressing room, so...
Yeah, thank you very much. And it will live in my dressing room. Yeah, it will.
So glad.
Let's just say that, yeah. Before we go, I want to quickly mention you're very outspoken about how great your understudies are on the show, and I just figured why not give them a shout out here if we can tonight on the show. Understudies, obviously, that's, you know, if the star is sick or out or something happens, they have to come in.
Yeah.
And you have a lot of that happening on your show with the kids.
Of course we do. I mean, I feel like it's, you know, we're living in a very unpredictable time.
Yeah.
And so, but I am so proud of our company, because it is a company, no matter whether you are on stage every 8 times a week, or whether you are a understudy, a swing. We are this team, and we, especially early on, because we came back, you know, at the height of the pandemic, and everyone just has risen to the occasion. We have kids in the show who are understudies. We have a 10-year-old, Emily Hoder, who at one point was covering 3 different roles at a time. The other night, we had a boy, Michael Cash, went on for the first time as Winthrop, had been a huge Greatest Showman fan, and I'm sitting there watching him play a scene opposite Hugh Jackman, and I'm like, I can't believe it. Like, he was just this little boy that was like a big fan, and the next thing you know, he's starring opposite Hugh Jackman on Broadway.
Jackman on Broadway, yeah.
And it's just, and like crushing it.
Yeah.
And so it's pretty awesome.
And Sutton Foster, by the way. Hello.
Oh, yeah,
That's a big deal, yeah.
But no.
Have a great rest of the run.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for this. Thank you for being here. I love this so much. Sutton Foster, everyone, go see The Music Man at the Winter Garden Theater through January 1st. We'll be right back with Killer Mike. Stick around. Hey, hey.